Welcome to the House on the Hill Property Renovation Makeover Spain. Here's a glance of how the property was when I first purchased it. And be prepared, it gets worse before it gets better. If it's your first time watching, remember to watch from video 1 from the playlist and remember to subscribe.
I hear you. What does ADHD have to do with the property renovation? Actually, quite a lot. The house and the way that I'm using it is evolving in a way that I never ever expected. So with the small office area, I feel like the majority of my life should be spent working. So why have I made that area the absolute smallest part of the house? I find it really difficult to sit and concentrate at the best of times. So I'll sit at that desk, it's so small, I'll be there for 5 minutes and I think, oh, I think I'll just go and do this, I think I'll just go and do that. I get very, very distracted. I had no idea that I might have ADHD, and I know there's a lot of people saying that they might have it now. Never entered my head because I'm not one to focus on excuses or reasons for why I am how I am. But a couple of years ago, a friend who is a child psychologist, Emma, you know who you are, said to me, "Oh yeah, Leslie, you've got ADHD." And I was like, "Seriously, do you think so?" She said, "Yeah, I have as well, but you definitely have." Then I spoke to my cousin Craig, who's known me since I was a child. And I said, "What do you think, Craig? Do you think I've got ADHD?" He went, "Well, I've always known there's something not quite right." La la. So, to cure my problem, I've had to make my working area the main part of the house, the area that I want to sit in, an area that draws me to sit down there, where I'm as comfortable as possible. See, the little standing area, it's a high desk, and I got that because I thought, oh, if I've just got to do like 30 seconds of something, answer a quick email, I can just stand there, type, and then go away. And it will work for that, but the problem is, it doesn't invite me to sit there for a long period of time, and that's what I need. I mean, look, so once I'm in this chair, my back is supported, I can be very comfortable, I can swivel a little bit and be a little bit fidgety if I want to, and I've also got the TV there, although it can distract me sometimes. That's another thing, that sometimes I need noise around me. I work brilliant if I go to a cafe and not with anybody, on my own, with my laptop, and there's things going on and I'm just half listening to it. I work so well and concentrate much better. So if I put the TV on, I can be half concentrated on something that doesn't need a lot of attention, or maybe just a nice view of a crackling fire or an Italian coastline with some relaxing music.
I've also made my exercise equipment really accessible in the internal patio area. I'm now working on the basis that everything I find a little bit difficult to do, I've got to make as easy as possible and obstacle free. So I collect my equipment and take it through to the lounge quite easily, push the sofa back. Then I'm ready to exercise facing the TV. I also teach a couple of online classes from here too. If I have guests, I can imagine it will be in the nice weather and I'll have a dining table on my patio when that's finished, and that's where we will eat. Casual day-to-day dining is right here. I always love to sit on a stool. Even if I go to a bar, I always choose a stool as opposed to a chair. So I'm like a pig in muck. It's August and the grapes are big, juicy, ripe and ready to eat. Every time I walk past the grapevine on the way out to my car, I pinch a few. This morning I wanted a little bit of morning daylight and decided to pick some more.
Here we go, fresh off the vine. Shall we make wine? Maybe not.
It's a little bit disappointing. There are 2 grapevines and they do say to grow them in pairs. And one of them is full of grapes, but the other one has got really nothing on it. So I don't really know why that is.
preparing anything like this is always the hardest part, isn't it? The sanding of it was just horrible. And as I'm painting it, I'm seeing little bits that I've missed. So I'm going to only paint the sections that have been fully sanded and look good. But my goodness, it's definitely coming on a treat. So you can see the back of it now, can't you? It's been painted, but the front hasn't. The front still needs doing.
While I'm painting the chair, I just want to explain to you, for those of you that haven't seen the property before, my lounge area is actually upstairs. The front bedroom is almost a double room, so I've got half of that as a lounge area. So I'm keeping downstairs practical for eating, exercising, working, and a sofa for a little siesta. But upstairs is where I retire on an evening with my bed, my lovely bathroom, my dressing room, and a lounge with a TV. And a sofa facing the TV.
The rocking chair has been painted. It's done. What do you think? I love it. Now here is an old carton of what probably contained oil or something that I found in the olive grove a while ago. Shot it in the garage. Glad I did kept it. So I'm going to use that as the plant pot. I'm painting it black. I've already made a start. And then I'll be sitting it in here and finding the right plant that's going to grow down and up, if that makes sense. Feed it through all the parts of the chair. So I'll be going to the Vivero, the garden centre in Spain, at the weekend.
Now it's really exciting to see the fruits appear on my two potted plants. I can't remember which one is which, but one of them is a kumquat and one is this. It's actually citrus caviar. So if you just look at the picture on the back, it's little balls of citrus fruit. That will be so impressive on a dessert.
Don't you just love ordering things that even though you've ordered them yourself, it still feels like a surprise and a present when they arrive? It's not a present at all, I have to pay for it. So here we go. You can see the brand. Yeah. Hopefully they'll see that I'm advertising and send me more nice things to advertise. Free next time. That would be good. Okay, so 2 boxes in a box. Because of course we always need to use lots of cardboard, not. Now behind me you might see what needs replacing. What looks a bit cheapy, what looks not well matched to my kitchen. Ooh, oh, another box in a box. Oh, look at that. You can see the colour of it on the box. Consistent throughout the colour scheme. Let's hope I manage to order the same colour in the kettle because I'm really bad at making mistakes when I order things. Ooh la la! Now, one thing I've noticed is that in Spain, like if you go to a hotel in Spain, it's very rare there's a kettle in the room. Spanish people don't use kettles, and I believe Americans don't really either. I mean, I've met Spanish people before that come to my house and actually said, "What's that?" And I go, "It's a kettle." And they go, "What's it for?" "It's for boiling water." So I think that maybe they use a cafetiere or just a pan when they just need hot water, or just go to the bar for a coffee. Look at that little beauty. That's a nice colour, isn't it? And the toaster. Got the pan on there, better check it in a minute. I'll just do more than one thing at once. Ooh, 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 voila, voila. Oh, aren't they just lovely? Do you like them? Now this wasn't planned, but what I fully adore is how they match the tiles and blend in, and the cable is the same colour as the tiles and blends in. I mean, that is just a dream, because I hate cables. Is it ADHD that I suffer? Well, not suffer, that I live with. Or is it just menopause symptoms? Or is it the two things combined? Who the heck knows?
Thank you so much for watching the video, particularly if you've got this far. Just finishing with a nice morning sunrise. Don't forget to like and please subscribe if you would like to see more shenanigans on the house on the hill.